Hello, it's Alyssa here. I would like to talk to you about autism and anxious behaviours. Now, there are so many different ways that anxiety can play out in different behaviours, so I don't want to focus on that so much. But what I do want to go into detail on is some of the underlying reasons why you might be seeing anxious behaviour. At Creating Connections Australia, we have a bit of a mantra that we remind ourselves of all the time, and that is behaviour is communication. So if you're wondering how you might deal with or support your child or your student who's showing anxious behaviour, then what we'd like you to do is to have a stop and have a think about what it is that the behaviour might be trying to tell you. Is it that perhaps they need some help with social expectations, or maybe we need to ease off a little bit on the social pressure? Is it that maybe they need a bit more support with the changes that they're going through or day-to-day transitions? Could it be that they're experiencing too much sensory stimulation, or maybe not getting enough sensory input in their day? Could it be that there's communication misunderstanding, or maybe there's a communication breakdown happening that you may not even be aware of? Or could it be that they're having difficulty keeping the feelings within their body balanced, or maybe they just don't know what to do with those feelings, those overwhelming feelings that they're having in their body? So the best way to work out what might be being communicated to you through behaviour is by doing what we call a behaviour communication analysis. So in the simplest way to explain that, it's really about looking at the behaviour in the moment. So what are you seeing and what are you hearing? What's happening, who's there, and how often do you see this behaviour, and is there a bit of a pattern in different times in different places where you may see it? Then we like to get you to think about interpreting the behaviour. So what may have caused it, or what may have led up to the behaviour occurring? So again, here you need to think about who's around and what's been going on. So what's happened earlier? What environments has the person been in? And there's no blame here. It's just thinking about what might have gone on beforehand. From here, then we like to have a look at trying to understand the function that the behaviour might have. So by that we mean, what is the person trying to achieve from their behaviour? Maybe it's that they're wanting something to stop. Maybe they're needing more help and that's the way that they're asking. Maybe they're simply trying to avoid and get out of doing something because they don't understand what's needed of them. Or maybe they're just feeling completely overwhelmed, so that's a way of finding a way out of the situation as well. But once we begin to understand the reason for anxious behaviour, then we're in a much better place to be able to support the person through it by either eliminating the cause or otherwise perhaps through teaching some new skills. So have a try, give it a go, see what you might be able to find out about the reasons for that anxious behaviour that you're seeing.